guys, Mrs. Jacobs here with another Fun Fact Friday, and this time it's all about bending light. So we've had to record this in two parts. The first part is my face, you're welcome. The second part is my hands, and we're going to show you all of that magic things. So I'm going to hand over to myself and let me show you some fun facts on this wonderful Friday. So here I have a light box providing a light source, and it's got this handy little part that I can pull out, and I'm going to put into that this, which has two slits in a solid piece of plastic. I'm going to put that in there, close this up again, and now we see we have two beams of light moving outside, away. But something interesting happens, because at this point I'm going to perform a little bit of science. Magic, but science. And I'm going to bend the light. So watch what happens when I move this convex lens into the path of the light. This is a completely transparent lens, but because of its curvature, it bends the light. So we're bending the light with a process called refraction. When the light enters into this piece of glass, it changes its speed. And as a result of it changing its speed, it changes its direction. A little bit like when you go off a tar road onto gravel and the car slows down and turns a little bit. This is the same process happening here. Let's see it with a concave lens. So, concave lens also bends the light, but it bends the light differently. A concave lens is turning the light outwards. These beams are further apart, whereas our convex lens brought them closer together. Now, when I take two that have an equal amount of concave and convex, and I put them together, they cancel each other out. So those are some things we can do with two beams of light. With one beam of light, we can also have some fun. So single slit, only one beam of light is going to be allowed through, and there it is. Now this single beam of light can bounce around, okay? And we can change its direction simply by changing which surfaces it bounces off of. The other thing we can start to see is that as the light comes out, it starts to separate into its different colors. And those are the colors of the rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And just for fun, let's see what happens when the light hits an angled flat surface. Not much straight on. Let's turn it and see what happens on this side. So here the light is able to penetrate this surface and then bounces around internally. This is because we have passed what is known as the critical angle for this light in this medium, and as a result we have total internal refraction. What that means is that instead of the light going through like we expect it, it treats this plain, completely transparent piece of glass as if it were a mirror. This is the same science that powers the fiber optics we've seen them installing in and around the Glenwood area these past few weeks. Well, I'm gonna hand over back to myself to say goodbye to you. So, I hope we've enjoyed these fun facts. Thanks to me for handing over. If you've enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and give it a little old like button there. It really helps us to understand what kind of videos you guys want, and if you have any suggestions, don't be shy, pop them in the comments. That's what they're there for. You're also welcome to come and talk to me at school if you're a student and you have some ideas of things you would like to see. Who knows, you might even get to join me on one of these one day. Well, that's all. Have a wonderful weekend. Cheers.